How did I get here? That was the question that jolted me awake as I had been drifting off. I was lying in bed in a hotel room in Lyon, France, and I couldn't understand how I had gotten there, how I, a homebody, could travel to France all alone and visit 4 different cities when I had never been able to see myself do that 10 years ago or 5 years ago or even 3 years ago. Something had happened to me and I couldn't understand what it was. So I asked myself the question, how did I get here? And I could hear the answer loudly and clearly. It came to me in a flash. The answer was, you are growing bold. And when I heard that, I sat bolt upright in bed and I wrote that down, Growing Bold. I knew that was the title for my first book. And while I was in France, I started writing immediately. I started trying to figure out how I had grown bold, and I started writing the process. And I also started writing stories that showed how I made it through that process. And over the course of the next 3 months, I finished my draft and I hired an editor, and she liked it, but she wanted more story. Oh, I need a story to show this point. I need a story to illustrate that point. And that was really hard because I hadn't seen myself as that kind of a writer, a storyteller. But I dug down into my memory banks and I came up with stories that illustrated these points. And as I worked with her over the course of 4 months, she asked me questions to better understand the stories and help those stories become better. And in the process, she helped me to understand myself better. She uncovered the pain that I had experienced from that first job out of college, and that showed me how that held me back so much. She also helped me to show where I had some limiting beliefs and how that kept me blocked. And she also helped pull out the confidence that I have today because she showed me all that I had accomplished and had forgotten. And so through the process of writing these stories and reviewing these stories with my editor, something inside of me changed. And I could feel it in the way I was showing up at work. I was standing up straighter. I just felt better. I felt more empowered at work. Instead of waiting for people to give me exciting assignments, I started seeking them out. And as a result, I got better projects. People started asking me to mentor their associates in project manager, and directors were starting to fight over me for projects. And finally, I had started to gain the respect and recognition that I'd wanted for so many years at work. And this was incredible. But I also felt this change in me in other ways. In the way that I started to view my future possibilities. I'd always been a glass half empty kind of girl, but now I was starting to see the glass as more than half full in my future prospects. It was just this really amazing feeling. And this process of writing my stories and reviewing them was so powerful. That's why I decided to develop the Pen to Power program for professionals who dread going to a job where they feel their skills, education, and unique talents go overlooked and unrewarded, where office politics have them frustrated and doubting their own abilities. I developed it so that they can have this outlet and rewrite their story so that they can feel empowered, gain clarity, and make their next moves from a place of confidence. Now, if this sounds like you, then the Pen to Power program is for you. It's a one-on-one mentoring program where over the course of 12 weeks, you put pen to paper and write a dynamic new narrative of your life that highlights your past accomplishments so that you can gain that clarity, feel empowered, and make your next moves from a place of calm, conscious confidence. If this sounds like you, if this sounds exciting to you, then go to www.pen2power.com and click the Apply Now button. And that will get you a conversation with me so that I can better understand your situation and also give you more details about the program. I am so excited to be offering this program to help those of you who are feeling frustrated with your job situation. I'm so excited to help you work through that. So go to www.pen2power.com. I look forward to working with you. Bye for now.